Alright then, it's time for another Maokai game. And this was actually a ranked game to break the mold. It's one of the last few games that have seemed to piss people off because it's just pure team battles. So here's the thing. I'm playing ranked duo queue, and I just want you to pay attention to the chat. It's going to be marvelous. It's going to be beautiful. Just keep noticing the chat, especially top lane, just how delicious it's going to be. So anyways, I don't know if you could hear, but there's lawnmowers outside, which would be the appropriate time to play Maokai because, you know, his friends are dying. So, easy start. Attack speed, red armor, yellow measure resistance, blues, movement speed, queens, 921, 0 masteries. So, Maokai, you know, we all know, he's all the rage. He's Captain Destructo of the, you know, top lane and all sorts of thing. I wanted to try to get the Morgana, but instead I just settled for the Rammus, and we end up giving double buff to the Jinx. With that double buff, she proceeds to also kill the Vayne, which, you know, the Vayne tried going, you know, haphazard for me, which resulted in her death. So overall, this ended up being a far, far better situation for my team. So, double buff Jinx, 2 kills as well. I go home and buy myself the, whatever the thing is called, Quilco. I hate that fucking item anyways at this point. So, go in, tank Vel'Koz, he flashes, Rammus goes in, I just knock him up by, you know, slamming into him. Good day. You know, one of the things to stop a Rammus is literally just, you know, face plant his Q. If he tries to do anything, then, well, you know, he's just gonna get himself, stopped, and if he taunts you, well, you're the fucking tank. Hopefully your teammate can do a lot of shit. So as you can see, this Vladimir's kind of a dick. So when you read the chat, make sure to watch for things he's going to say. He's a mess of a dick, if you haven't figured that out by now. So anyways, Maokai, do I really need to go over his strengths? Probably not. You know why he's strong. You know why he do. So, yeah, I don't have to. Yeah, I picked him first because, you know, I really wanted to win. My friend was like, I lost it all day. Can we win one? And I'm like, sure, let's try to win one. Because fuck it. You know, this was like, I think, one of my promotion matches. And it's just a sad day. Anyway, I go for the invasion. I pick for my teammates to come in. Nobody actually came. Like, the Yasuo was like, he saw the Vel'Koz leave in front of him. And he didn't respond appropriately. So the Vel'Koz came in and helped get me killed. And then the Yasuo sort of jumps in. But the Jinx is, you know, freaking dominating or whatever. So we got 1 kill for 1, and I guess that can be ultimate because all the kills are going onto the Jinx, and that's a great thing. And so the Vladimir is beating the Rise for right now, and I'm going up there, see if I can chase him. I reveal him from the bush, I go in, pop ultimate, and I flash forward, stomp him on the ground, and then just, you know, beat him to death with my giant ass trunk. Then Rammus shows up and he's like, yeah, I can't do anything. So I make it as if I'm going to leave, you know. I make it so I'm going to leave, so then I go into the bushes because the minions were going to get a little too close. I hide in the bushes waiting for the Vladimir to go all in on the Rise because he keeps doing that. I've been noticing on the lane that the Vladimir keeps trying to kill the Rise. So once the unengage happens, I go right in. I fuck up my Q, but it doesn't matter. The Vladimir has no escapes, and he's pretty much just doomed. Motherfucker dies again. I go home, buy myself the Spirit of the Ancient Golem with some mana potions, and I go about my day. Unfortunately, here the Jinx finally dies. The new Vayne gets the shutdown goal. No es bueno. I secure my blows. Since, thankfully for me, there are no laners that need it. So of course, I guess you should just reiterate some of the things that Maokai is good right now. Great for being superly tanky. Great for just being, you know, all around difficult to kill and doing a little bit more damage than he should be. And his ultimate is broken as shit. That shit should not exist. Anyways, you can see that, you know, the chat is just going wild at this point. They're all just shit-talking each other, fighting or whatever. Isn't that so much fun? Vladimir kills the Rise again, and I wait here in the bush to see the Vladimir's gonna push. And of course he does, because, you know, being careful or buying wards is that of a bad player. He gets to shit-talk people because, you know, he's so fucking good. And right now he's saying, oh, Maokai is so broken. Motherfucker, any jungler would have been able to gank your ass. You know who would have probably been even better? Fucking Zinzal. The damage he deal against a Vladimir would have been delicious. So once again, I hide in the bushes, waiting for the Vladimir just, you know, be stupid as shit. And I gank him once again. The Rise picks up the kill, I walk away, great for us. That Vladimir is such a whiny little bitch. You should stop playing Rise, you're pretty bad at it. Says the Vladimir who's died so many fucking times, ain't he? It's just kind of funny. Either way, we go down bottom lane. I go down bottom lane. My teammates at top still could use my help, mostly because the atomization against Vladimir wasn't perfect. So the enemy team sort of in and out here. So Yasuo dominated Vel'Koz, and you can see the Vel'Koz has been complaining in all chat all game about it. Oh my god, it's like Yasuo was made to dodge skill shots. Of course, that's kind of what they intended with him. And he's complaining about it. Yeah, Yasuo is pretty fucking stupid, and counter a lot of champions. But you picked Vel'Koz. Like, first picking Vel'Koz and not knowing that the enemy team would counter you with someone like Yasuo is pretty much a bad idea. Vel'Koz does have some big counters, and I do think Yasuo counters are pretty bad. So, I buy myself Locket of the Iron Solari. As you can see, the enemy team is primarily magic. So this item is going to be so fucking strong. Also, I'm getting close to the 40% cooldown reduction, as I already have some from my runes and masteries and from these items. We circle in on Rise, but since Rammus is here, I decided to say fucking and leave. Rammus decides to engage on me either way for whatever fucking reason, and he just doesn't realize that, they're kind of just wasting their ultimates. Vel'Koz too, I don't even know why he bothered to use his ultimate. He couldn't kill anybody within that time span. So, I catch myself a Rammus, we go after him, we go on top of him in order to make sure his Q is worthless. See, this is one thing I actually rarely see players do when they fight against a Rammus. In order to stop a Rammus, even if you're a melee champion, you go in melee range against him. Like, you don't want him to escape. Well, just stand on top of him. The second he tries to use his Q, well, it's just pretty much stopped right there. It's kind of dumb, but it's a way to counter him. So as you can see, the enemy team pretty much just got annihilated. Yes, it's kind of a stomp like the last few have been, but it's at least a ranked game. Right now, the replays are broken. If you have noticed, whenever you go spectate, you cannot continuously watch the replay. At the last several minutes, just sort of, the game kicks you out because the game no longer exists. And when that happens, the game doesn't record properly. Low replay works by literally just taking the spectator mode and recording that, allowing you to play those numbers again. But if spectator mode on live is broken, spectator mode on low replay will be broken too. Unfortunately, a lot of replays have been lost and damaged, and that's why I can't get in a lot. I have to rely on the crappy ones that I have. Like, a lot of them are stumps, and those are the ones I have to rely on. Those are the games I normally wouldn't always upload because, again, they're stumps. But until Riot fixes their replay system, I can't have, the prime videos I'd want. Either way, hooray for Maokai, and let's all laugh at that angry Vladimir. Hooray for trees and leaves and shit.